In this video, I'm going to be looking at the importance of adhering to privacy regulations when doing our research. And this is geared particularly to those students who are doing the Cape Entrepreneurship research paper. But the information that is going to be shared here can be applied generally when doing a research. All right, so let's jump right into the video. Now, it's very important that when you're doing a research paper, you give a lot of thought and consideration to the need to maintain privacy in and throughout and even after having done the research. And these are for different reasons. For instance, there are ethical considerations that must be given. So, it is important to protect the participants' privacy, which is, is a fundamental ethical principle. It also is a part of, being legally compliant. So there are different laws which governs privacy in our jurisdiction here in Jamaica and in other regions. Thirdly, it is important to maintain privacy because it does reinforce trust and credibility. Demonstrating to, for instance, the participants in a research that this is high on the agenda and whatever information they share with you will be held confidentially and also will be protected, can also help to increase your level of participation. It is also important to maintain privacy in the research to preserve the quality of the data. So privacy protection is necessary for the accurate and complete information. Reputation is also another point that you want to consider. In a research, sensitive information may be shared, and if this information were to become public, then one may find that it may damage the reputation or hurt the reputation of the researcher or the institution that the researcher belongs to. And bear in mind too that it would also have negative implications for the participants, the other participants, in the research. Let me also add that there are, different data protection laws, that are part of different jurisdictions. So here in Jamaica, we have the Data Protection Act of 2011, and it regulates privacy by covering the collection, use, and disclosure of personal data and providing individuals with the rights relating to their personal data. So if you're doing a research, and I'm speaking here now in particular to those persons who will be doing, for instance, the Cape Entrepreneurship research paper, it is imperative that when you engage that entrepreneur, that you are ensuring that the data collected is kept securely, it is confidentially held, and that there is no breach of that person's right to privacy. And of course, in other jurisdictions, there are other data protection laws. So for instance, in the Caribbean region here, we have the Data Protection Framework, which came about in it was adopted in 2017. And there are other data protection acts, as I mentioned, in other jurisdictions, the EU, in the USA, and in Canada and other parts of the world. All right, so I hope that this has been able to shed some perspective on the need to adhere to privacy when doing a research, because you want to make sure that the integrity of the research is preserved. You want to build trust, and you also want to protect your the participants in the research from any data breaches which may damage reputation or hurt their reputation and possibly yours too. All right, so again, I'm Roger. Thank you for watching, and please check out the other videos in this series in which I give some general information as it relates to doing research papers. Until next time, take care.